I just released my new LGBT jam. It's called Sara Smiles, and let's see. Probably a lot of you have a lot of questions, especially people who've known me my whole life. So I figured, well, why not do a video documentary thingy and answer all the questions one time so that I can just say, see Exhibit A, right? Okay, so anyways, Sara Smiles is a really interesting song. Actually, when I wrote it, it was like, well, originally it was like 5 years ago, and I actually lost the song, which you can ask some of my best friends. I brought it in and I was like, oh, listen to this is great. I was inspired by somebody who was very sick, and they said that she had always wore a smile on her face and was just this amazing person who, even through like ridiculous circumstances, always overcame it and just showed everybody like the best side ever. So I decided I wanted to kind of make a song about that, and that's kind of where it started. And I wasn't thinking anything at the time. I'm like, oh, you know, lesbian song. No, I was just thinking, oh, I'm probably going to sell this to Justin Bieber. Okay, like that's where I was going with it at first. And then I realized, you know, this song could really help a lot of people. And of course, by the time I realized that, this song is now missing in action. So I had to rewrite the song recently, and it was a lot of fun actually, because you know, this is a whole coming out experience for me. I am pansexual. A lot of people don't know what that means. I get asked all the time. As long as you don't come at me and say, is it Peter Pan? I'm okay. So anyways, pansexual, don't read Wikipedia. It's going to be ridiculous. According to people I know who are pansexual, we define it as somebody who falls in love with the soul and not the body. So if you happen to be an amazing girl, cool. If you happen to be an amazing guy, cool. That's pretty much how pansexuals roll. And that's what I am. And I just think that it's important to be able to say who you are in this world without fear of telling, how do I put this? Fear of having people tell you that you should go kill yourselves, fear of having people tell you that you're, you know, the spawn of Satan or whatever because you're different, because that's just not right. So anyways, yes, I'm pansexual, and I figured, well, what a better way to come out and support my community and support myself and come out to the world than to release Sara Smiles. And my brother was actually the one who really encouraged me to do that. He just came out within last year, or brother slash best friend, whatever you want to call it, brother from a different mother. But he just came out last year, and that was a real experience for him, and I was the first person that he came out to, and I was really honored to be a part of that. And you know, he encouraged me. He's like, you know, it'd be great if you could come out, but if you don't want to, you know, it's nobody else's business, so you do what you want to do, and don't let the world tell you otherwise. So, you know, I thought about it a lot, and then I was in some situations where there were people who were being extremely bullied, and I mean, they're getting their stuff thrown out, they're getting kicked out, it's horrendous. And I realized that I couldn't really help anybody when I'm sitting there trying to, you know, oh, well, you know, it'll be okay, they're just, you know, they're going through their own fear of things that they don't understand, and I'm speaking from what? No experience. So I was like, okay, this is a problem, I'm gonna need to say something. As much as I didn't really feel the need to get my information out to the universe, but that's okay. And so I wrote Sara Smiles to illustrate what love is. The innocence of love, the way that you feel, not being able to express yourself, everything that anybody else, gay, straight, or alien, goes through. So that's what I did. And that's why it's here today. So hopefully it inspires you to come out and be who you are, because there's no reason to hide. My name is Jasara Renee, and I am here to break your bondage, because I'm sorry, but I'm going to do my part to make sure that there are zero closets in this world. There should not be closets. Nobody should have to hide who they are. Whether you agree or disagree, nobody should hide. That's wrong. You know, these stigmas that we put on people are causing people to commit suicide every day. A little bit more about me, because I know all of my little Christian friends out there are probably freaking out. So let me go ahead and just explain where I stand on things. And this doesn't apply to everybody, because if you don't serve my God, I guess it really doesn't apply to you. But I do serve Jesus, and we all know what he says. So for me, being pansexual, I don't think that I should have to hide that. I don't think I should have to hide who I am, that I'm pansexual. I should not. No, I should be able to say, hi, it's nice to meet you, this is who I am. And that should not be judged. Now, because of the faith that I claim to follow, obviously that doesn't fit within the spectrum of things to be doing. So my decision, my own personal decision for my faith in Jesus was to put that aside so that I could walk my faith and still be who I am. So yes, I'm pansexual, but I do not live out that side of my sexuality. And for me, Jesus is just cool enough to make that choice. But, you know, and if you would have known, I'm here, but I ain't preaching. So, you know what? There you go. And I want people who are Christians as well, specifically, because I know what you go through, to understand that it is really okay to not be straight. It really is. And it's really okay to be open about it. And if people are not willing to accept you, then you gotta wonder, okay, well, what's really going on with this person? Because it's not a problem with you. No. Because we're all made different ways. The problem is with them not being open and accepting about who you are. And if you want to walk your faith, that's fine. And I encourage you to do so. I really do. And you know what? You can do exactly what I'm doing and you'll be fine. Seriously. But do not repress who you are, because it is death, okay? Trust me. I have watched so many people come out since I started coming out, and it was just crazy because they were all like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I had repressed this for so long, and now it's like I'm free, and look at all the things I can do again, and they're back to their old selves. And you want to know why that is? Because they were repressing who they are. You have to be who you are. You know, if you don't want to live your lifestyle, cool, but you have to accept who you are. Never deny that, and never ever hide that because people don't accept it. No, we need to make a world, all of us need to be brave enough to make a world where we kick these closets aside and we get people to accept us for who we are, because that is who we are, like it or lump it, you know? People can run around all day and say really raunchy, grotesque jokes about being straight, and in the workplace, and gay people are not even allowed to say, hi, I'm gay. That's not fair now, is it? Exactly. So that's what Sara Smiles is written for. There's some lines in the song, like it says, that the universe is turning the tables on time. And the song is written to express the beauty of love, any kind of love. But it's also there to express, there's a few different lines in the song that are really there to hit the nail on the head that we need to change as a society and as a civilization to accept people for who they are. Well, if God can give people free will and be a gentleman, then who are we to not? If God can still let people live upon the earth and do what they want to do, then who are we to say they can't? Who are we to say it's okay for you to have rights, but it's not okay for you to have rights? It's okay for you to love, but it's not okay for you to love. Just like with marriage equality, do we really want to say, hi, we would rather you go hide and have 1 million partners and live in secret for the rest of your life versus have a stable relationship? Whether you agree or disagree, what do you think is a little bit more, maybe say, fair and accurate? Do you know what I'm saying? So just, I'm really hoping to open the minds of people with this song, because that's what it's here to do. It's, I'm not here to change you. I'm not here to make everybody pansexual or bisexual or gay. I have no hidden agenda. I know that's like the big spiel, you know, oh, if we go this route, then it's going to go down this bunny trail. I took, like, I want to say about 10 years to come up with a decision about what I was going to do about this and how I was going to live my own life and how I was going to do all these things. And then I said, you know what, nobody should have to hide who they are. No, that's it, that's all. I think the main problem is that we think that we're ruled by our sexuality. And I think that it's about time that we all realize we're not. We don't have to act out upon every single desire that we have. We don't have to do any of that stuff, really, seriously. Just because you feel like doing something doesn't mean that you have to. This goes into like just general sexuality. A lot of the times it just seems that people think, oh, I've got a feeling, time to go act out upon it. Or, you know, everything is just so sexually advertised. I mean, all the ads and everything, you're just kind of like, okay. You know, so not everything has to be about that. It can be about love. It can be about who you are as a person. It can be about what drives you to be passionate. It can be about creating art, creating poetry, doing acting, whatever you want to do. Being an engineer, I don't know, whatever you want to do. It could be about school if you really like that. School's really important, people. Yes, I'm a teacher. I've got your number. I'm just kidding. Anyways, you know, I just want you guys to understand, and that's my testimony with this. We have control as people, and that goes into all branches of sexuality, everything. And I think that the more that people understand that concept, that a little bit better the world might be, you know? Seriously, it'll tone down a lot of the rapes, it'll tone down a lot of the molestation, it'll tone down a lot of things. And so this song kind of just opens the door for a lot of avenues. But yeah, who knows what I'm gonna say next. And it's been an extreme journey. I like to say it was easy coming out of the closet, but it was difficult staying out. Coming out was the easy part, staying out was the hard part. Because it's like once you know, I didn't have such a hard time telling people when I decided to. I was a little scared. But first they were just kind of like, and then they accepted it, you know? But the hard part was after that. Like the tidal wave of emotion people had from who I was. And the first thing they asked me, oh, were you sleeping with so-and-so? And this is like, okay, no, I'm not a whore, thanks. You know, that's the kind of stuff that kind of comes up and all the stereotypes that kind of go with it. And I think that we need to break those down. I really do. Yeah. Not that anybody wants to hear my soapbox, but why not, right? This is my Twitter forum and my video camera and my song that I'm sharing with you, my heart. And yeah. So I think it's difficult sometimes once you come out. And I think that kids need to understand that it's going to be a little hard sometimes after you talk to people, because they got to get used to the idea of who you are, whether you're living your lifestyle or not. And just have some grace with those people. Yeah, it's difficult sometimes because they might say some pretty insulting things, but just understand that they're just afraid of what they do not know. They're afraid of what they can't comprehend. Some of them might even be afraid of what they're feeling, and you could even be bringing out who they are, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they could have had all these repressed feelings too, and then once you were like, hey, you know what, I'm gay, or I'm lesbian, or I'm transgender, then they're like, oh my god, now I have to go deal with all my repressed issues. And I think that's a lot of the reasons why a lot of bullying and stuff kind of goes on down this avenue. So just be really strong, guys. I know it's hard. And if I were you, what really helped me is to just completely plug into the community, whether you choose to live the lifestyle or not. So for you who are active, plug into the community. For you who are not, but you know that you are, gay, bi, pan, whatever the case, then plug into the community, because it is really nice and it is really helpful. And you know, I've never did anything like that before, and as soon as I started talking with other people, it was like, oh wow, you know, these people are really supportive, they really care, they really love me, and they're really here for you. I'm here for you, I know they're here for you. I have a Twitter account, it's not like I'm not on it 24 hours a day. So if you need a friend, I am here. And you know, if you're going through a lot, there's hotlines and stuff too, and I know there's a lot of different projects and stuff out there, like Trevor Project and things like that. A lot of people are doing a lot of really great things, and make sure you hit those avenues up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever think you're worthless because of who you are. Don't ever, let's see, there's a list of things, right? Don't ever, yeah, just don't. You know, be who you are, embrace who you are, and don't let anybody stand in your way of that. Seriously, be who you are. Really, and don't let them label you. And nobody's sexual, that's another thing. Nobody's sexuality is the same. Even if you're bi, one bi person will be one way and another bi person will be another way. Or one gay person might be, you know, one way, and everybody's different. So please, if anything can be said, let's stop labeling, let's stop stereotyping, and let's just come together under the unity of love. I think that's just the main theme, is if we could just all love each other through our differences, life would be pretty good. I mean, that's the whole problem right now. It's just everybody's at each other's throats about everything. I mean, when you think about the fact that the Supreme Court is deliberating, seriously, over marriage equality, over love, but somehow every day I see somebody with a picture up saying to gay people, go kill yourself. Hello, Congress, where are you? That's the problem. That's what we need to address as a nation. Please stand up. Please stand with me. Please support Sara Smiles. Please push it. You know, I want you guys to have a song to listen to that expresses how you feel. That is beautiful. That isn't raunchy. That isn't any of those kinds of things. That just really is innocent and expresses innocent, beautiful love. And that's important, you guys. So you know what? Embrace this song, and I hope you guys really like it. And let me know what you think. I have to say, before I go, that of the straight community, Sara Smiles is actually so far their favorite song on the album. I've had many straight people come to me and say, you know, I really like that song. And I go, you realize it's an LGBT song, right? And they're like, yeah, but I really like it, it's really pretty. So you see, it's already working. Everybody's already coming together, and that's what we need to do. We need to come together under the bonds of love. You don't let anybody tell you who you are. You don't let anybody tell you to go kill yourself. And you definitely don't go do it, because oh my God, no. The world needs you. You're a beautiful soul, and anytime you start to feel like that, then you just get a hold of us people. Yeah, and then we will go and support you. And you know, you can just, one of the things that we've all found who've been here is that when you plug in and you start encouraging other people, it encourages you. So if you need some encouragement, go find somebody on Twitter or Facebook that's going through the same thing you're going through, and I can almost guarantee you that by the time you get done talking them out of their crap, that you're gonna feel a lot better about yours. And you know, just everybody, just share your heart. I mean, if you're going through a hard time, find somebody to talk to, and get through it, because we need you, and we need you to help support everybody else that's different than straight. And we need to get to a point where it doesn't matter, and that people make their choices, because it is your choice to be who you want to be. And I don't ever want to hear again that somebody committed suicide because somebody told them that they were trash for being gay. We need you, the world needs you, there will never be another you. So if you off yourself, what are we gonna do? Because we need you in this grand tapestry called the universe to weave love through everything. So please, please, listen to Sara Smiles, talk to people, embrace who you are, and be strong. Be strong when you come out. It's okay. And feel free to be who you are. Don't ever hide who you are under a rock, regardless of how you decide to live your life. Don't ever, ever do that to yourself. And I hope that this encourages you, and I hope that you feel that you're not alone, because you're not. And I love you guys. So I will see you soon. Bye bye, lovers.